Welcome to the Midco SN Halftime Show. I'm Katie Lingle. We'll get you back to second half action in just a few moments, but first, how's this for a summer vacation? Shafrath, a former linebacker at South Dakota State University, decided to make the 2,194-mile journey across the Appalachian Trail completely by foot. Here's his story.
I'd read about it a lot, and it was just that, not very many people complete it that really fueled me to try, I guess. I just wanted to do something different that not a lot of other people had done, and at the same time I thought it would be really cool to, see the wilderness of 14 different states. A typical day is I normally get up at 6, make breakfast, which consists of 2 packets of oatmeal and my coffee, and then you have to pack up everything, goes in the pack here. Then I normally just hike all day. Normally averaged about 20 to 21 miles or so, probably a day. Some smaller, some bigger, depending on the terrain. Stop for lunch, just like a bagel, peanut butter, snack bar, something like that. And then hike until I was tired or it was starting to get dark, and then I'd set up again. Initially I thought that it was gonna be kind of relaxing, nice, to get away, do something different, but the longer I was out there, the more of the challenge aspect appealed to me. I really wanted to finish. I've always been pretty competitive, and so, the fact that a lot of people were dropping out or couldn't do it really fueled me to keep going. There's quite a few people, I'd say a couple thousand, that try to thru hike it every year. Only about 400 to 500 actually complete it. You have to know the limits of Mother Nature in the wilderness at all times. There's, it's always wild out there. I saw probably 14 or 15 bears. There's rattlesnakes, copperheads, poisonous snakes like that. There was one time where I got between a black bear and her cubs in the Smokies, and she was not happy about it, and so I kind of had to just back away down the trail and let her have her space, because that was a situation I didn't want to be in. Right away I wasn't very good at planning, and right before the day I was gonna resupply, I didn't have any food except for 4 Snickers bars. So every time we'd take a break, I would eat a Snickers, and all these guys I was supposed to geez, how many Snickers do you have in there? Why is that the only thing you eat? And I was like, well, it is right now. I don't have any other food, so it kind of stuck from that. I started around 2:30 and lost quite a bit of weight right away, and then kind of peaked out at 210. And then the second half I really started losing. I probably lost another 20 pounds, which, that was more starting to get into muscle and things like that. And so I noticed I was a little more tired. Me and 7 other guys went up that morning at 6 o'clock we left, and it's a 5-mile climb, straight up, pretty much hands over feet climbing. And it was raining. You can tell in the picture that it's just foggy, and at the top the rain was blowing sideways, and it was turning to sleet, so I could hear the ice hitting off my raincoat. And just to finally make it at the end of that was an amazing feeling. I'd never been on top of a mountain before when the sun sets or something like that, or when you wake up and your tent's right on the crest of a lake, and then the sun rises and the water's smooth, and everything's reflective. It's something that you can't see around here, you know what I mean? So just seeing things like that was really cool. And also the wildlife, seeing bears in the morning. I'd been through things that were hard before, fall camp or practicing in the rain, where a lot of people mentally can't handle it if it rains 5 days in a row and everything's wet. You just don't have anywhere to go. But I'd done morning conditioning and got up at 5:30, and it was just another thing, I guess.
It took Ross 4 months and 5 days to complete his journey. You can catch other stories like that one every Wednesday at 8 on Jackrabbit Journal. When we come back, Jason and Dara has a special halftime edition of Varsity Sports Now.